Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how I made this glam vase, and everything I used was from the Dollar Tree. So let's jump right in. So everything that I used for this project will be listed in my description box. I think the entire project for the vase was only about $5. I believe it was $5. So I'm going to be using these alcohol wipes. I'm going to use a floral foam, and I'm going to make this rose ball to sit on top of the vase once I get it done. This vase can also be used as a candle holder. It just depends on what you want to do with it. So I'm going to wipe all of my surfaces with these alcohol wipes just to get off any oil or dirt or grease so that the glue can make a good bond. Once I wipe it off with the alcohol wipes, then I'm just going to wipe it down with a paper towel. Okay, I'm going to be using this craft bonding glue instead of E6000 because this is supposed to be non-toxic, and this did work out really well because I did this actual DIY a few days ago and it is holding together very well. So I will be using this from now on instead of E6000. So the first thing I'm going to do once I apply the glue to the top side of the vase, the first vase, I'm going to put it down on the mirror, and I'm just going to center it up as best as I can. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not measuring anything. Now I did want to do this with a round mirror, but I could not find that, so that would also be another option for this DIY. So once I get all the glue off, it's important to get all the glue off now because it's going to be very difficult to get it off later once it's dry. So it's best just to go ahead and wipe it down as clean as you can. Now this glue does dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that, but I wanted to have a very neat look. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the tea light candle holders, and I'm going to attach it with the base facing down. Now I did another one and I did the base facing up, and so I made two variations of this base, and the only difference is the two tea light candles are facing each other on this one, and then on the other one they're opposing each other. So doing it this way, you got to make sure that you line it up before the glue dries. So I went back a few times and adjusted it. The good thing about this glue is you do have maybe about 30 minutes or so before it kind of starts to set, so you can still move things around. So I put the glue on the bottom of the second base, and I'm just going to set it right on top of the tea light candle holders. And it is a pretty tacky glue, so it kind of holds together, but at the same time you still are able to move it around for at least about 30 minutes to get it in the right position. So now I'm going to go in with some diamond wrap, and I'm not going to put a whole lot of diamond wrap on here, but I'm going to put one strip along the base of the bottom. I'm going to put one strip at the top, and then I'm going to go in the middle and put 3 rows through the middle. And for this I'm using my tacky glue, and I like using tacky glue for the diamond wrap because it dries clear and it adheres almost immediately. Like as soon as I put it on, it sticks immediately, and it has a nice clear finish versus with the hot glue you may be able to see it somewhat when the glue dries, but with the tacky glue you really don't see anything at all. And I'm trying to get a lot of it on here because with the tacky glue, wherever you miss a spot, you can tell that there's no glue there because it's going to look a little bit loose. So I wanted to try to get tacky glue on the entire surface that I wanted to glue on. So now I'm just applying that through the middle just to give it a nice finished look. And then, you know, it just adds that little touch of glam to this piece. And then finally, I'm just going to add this piece at the very top of the vase. And doing the same thing, making sure that I have enough tacky glue to cover the entire surface of the diamond wrap, because I don't want any of it to pucker, and so it's important to have the glue on the whole thing. So now I'm going to make this flower ball that's actually going to sit on the top. So to make this, I need a floral foam, and I have a really small one. I believe it's about 1.5 to 2 inches. It's the small ones that you get from the Dollar Tree, and I have 5 bunches of white roses. Okay, so I ended up using 22 roses total, so each rose bush has a 5 or 6 on it. So I used about 5 bunches, not the whole thing, but I needed 5 in order to finish it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along the entire center of this styrofoam ball. I have cut down these roses to about 2 inches in the stem on all of them. And once I get the entire middle covered, then I'm just going to start going along the sides. And these roses I'm putting in no more than a 1/2 inch distance away from the other. I want it to have a really tight fit because I don't want to see any of the white showing through. And I'm just going to look at it to see if I see any white spaces. And if I don't, I'm just going to go ahead and start on the other side and do the exact same thing. And just making sure that they are no more than a 1/2 inch to 1 inch distance away from each other. Because you want this to have a really tight fit. So there it is. It's really simple, really easy, and it has a lot of impact once you get done with it. So here's the finished product, guys. I'm actually going to put this in my hallway on top of the table that I have in my hallway. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my DIY, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.